Well, here we are. It's the Thanksgiving, and I decided I'll make a quick video, show you what's happened with this boat lately. First of all, I'll show you the finished rudder. As you can see, the extended piece has now not only been coated, it was also had a barrier coat put on it as well. The anti-foul is on it, and it's looking quite good. I'm happy with that. It'll do the job, and it'll give me extra control in the water. Now, I also put on the back of the boat the new name, Skyclad. I won't tell you what it means. You can work it out for yourself. Look it up on Google. Do what you like. But yes, open to the sky. And the other major thing on this boat, I've got to step back to show you this so that you can see, this was done yesterday afternoon, is I now have a mizzen mast up on the boat. What I have to do is put the cable's hanging down around this radar deflector right now. The cable that goes across the top there has to be put in place. The cable that goes from the back edge down to the stern of the boat is still hanging loose. It's somewhere there amongst all these cables. I've got to tighten up the two aft cables here as well. 1, 2, and set the rigging so the thing is perfectly vertical, but it's stepped into the deck and it's on the boat. And once everything's tensioned up, I can call it done. The other thing that I have been doing, you can probably see there are stanchion poles in place along both sides of the boat now. And if we have a look over on the other side, oh, almost tripped. We can see this one's got the caps on these stanchions and this bracket here, and there'll be angle pieces that go onto the deck that I still have to put in. This is actually a walk-through. You can unclip it and you can step through this gap here out onto the docks or into your boat or whatever, and there's one of those on both sides of the boat. So there's that as well. I think I've shown the video for everything else on the boat, so for now, that's all you get to see. Boy, it's yellow. On the other boat, my Red Whisper. I have finished doing some more internal work. I put a new cooker on the back of the boat up here, as you can see. I've kept the propane cooker off of it, which I'm going to put on Skyclad. Now this cover has been changed on the mainsail because it was rotten, so I changed that out. So it's got a good cover on it now. I've also done the starter switch. The starter switch is done. The connections for this new fitting, this white fitting here in the hull, the hose has been connected to that. On the other side of the boat, you'll see there's a new fitting, a white fitting in the hull there as well. There was no fitting there before. If you're watching one of my earlier videos, you'll remember there was just a hose hanging out of the hull. I wasn't terribly pleased about that, so I went and got a fitting that fits and screwed that in, sealed it, then put a fitting on the end which the hose connects to. So that's been taken care of as well. The new bilge floors are in place. The bilge pump switch has been replaced now, and the bilge pump is operational. The wiring was replaced as well, because the whole bilge system is all new. from the battery right through to the bilge pump and the bilge float switch and everything in between. So I know it's working now, everything's in order and the motor runs, so we now have a bilge pump. What's the other thing I did? That's mainly it. As I was saying before, there's only one little thing really left to do now on the boat, and that is the stuffing box. The stuffing box goes on the propeller shaft, stops water from coming in along the propeller shaft into the boat. It's dried out, it's shrunk. It's a rope that's pressed onto the shaft itself. The rope is infused with wax, and it's just worn away. So I will replace that soon, and in a couple of days this thing will be in the water. Should be. I don't see any reason why not. The engine runs, the through-hole fittings are operational. I have no other real need to do anything else other than get her floating. Alright, so I'm going to leave it with that for now. That's my video, and we will talk again another time. Okay, bye-bye for now.